Welcome to the session on sampling distribution. Now let us take an example. Now if there is a sample size population of size 6, and from there you select a size, we take a sample of size 2. Now in that case, first of all, the distribution of the normal of the population can be, if we plot these values, and the shape of the curve which we get is called the distribution of the population. Similarly, if we take this sample of size 2, 3 samples of size 2, and then plot them and plot the mean of those samples, that will be called the sampling distribution of the mean. Okay. So as per central limit theorem, if suppose we take n samples of size n, now n is suppose greater than equal to 30, size n is 30, great, and then we plot the means of each of these samples, the curve which we get is almost a normal curve, because as per central limit theorem, as the size of the sample approaches 30, the sampling distribution of mean tends to be normal. So in that case, if the population is not normal, but if you take the samples and you plot the mean, then the sampling distribution of the mean can be normal. Now in this case, when the population is not normal but the sampling distribution is normal, in that case z is the mean of the sample minus the mu, that is the population mean, divided by sigma by root n, where sigma is the standard deviation of the population and n is the size of the sample. This sigma by root n is also called the standard error. So this is the formula we are going to use. Now let us take an example. The distribution of an annual earnings of the employees of Siemens is negatively skewed. So it's not a normal. The population is not normal. This distribution has a mean of 25,000 and a standard deviation of this. Researchers draws a random sample of size. So since the size of the sample is greater than 50, so the distribution of sampling mean will be normal. What is the probability that the average earning will be more than 26,000? Same problems we have done in the normal distribution, but there will be slight difference. And that in this case, z will be this formula, x bar minus mu sigma by root n. Substituting the value, we get the value of z as 2.35. So let us see this. At 2.35, we are going to find out the it is greater than 26,000, so we are going to find out the shaded region, greater than region. Fine. So and that we get as 0.4 and subtracted from 0.5, we get the region. So greater than is 0.5 minus 0.4906, so that is more than 26,000. Okay. So why we have taken 26,000 right side of mu? Because 26 is greater than 25,000, so it is on the right side. At 26,000 we calculate the value of z. When we know the value of z, we get the shaded region of greater than this. Fine, and that is how we get the probability. Now if the now this formula was for the case of infinite population, but if the population is finite, there is a correction factor which comes into picture, and that is under root capital N minus n, capital N minus n, where n, capital N is the size of the population, small n is the size of the sample. So we use this correction factor and we get the revised formula. Okay. Now similarly, this is for the sampling distribution of mean. We have a sampling distribution of proportions also. Now what we do, this is a process which has been explained, so let us take up the example on this. The formula for z will be p bar minus p upon pq by n, where p is the proportion of the sample, p bar is the proportion of the population, and under root pq by n. So let us take an example. In a population of razor blade, 15% are defective. What is the probability of randomly selecting 90? So finding 10 or less defective. Okay. So p bar is 10 by 90, because this is the samples, and p is the population proportion, p bar is the sample proportion. This we find out. N is 90, so it will be a normal distribution of mean. So we plot the graph, and corresponding to p bar and p, we find a value of z. Find the value of z using this formula, which is minus 1.06. Now 1.06, we calculate the value of z corresponding to it, and then we find the area, and then we get the probability. So this is how it is done. The formula is p bar minus p upon pq by n, where p bar and p are population and sample proportions, and so on. We have to apply this. Okay, so let's move on further on this. So this was the last question which we were supposed to do. So this completes the sampling distribution. So I will advise you to practice more problems on this. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you.